Now entering Nerdist.com.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in or downloading or whatever, however you're listening to this podcast. Thank you. This is episode 102. This is a really great episode, so I'll try and be as short as we can. And we'll get to the podcast here. I got the 2 stars of the Transporter Refueled coming on. They're on here. They're not coming on. Ed Skrein and Loanne Chabanol. They're great actors and super fun guests to chat with. We had some facts about things to do with the Transporter, as well as just fun conversation. And also, The Transporter Refueled is a great movie. It's super fun, action-packed. If you like action movies, as you know I do, you'll enjoy it. So go see The Transporter Refueled this weekend. And also, enjoy this podcast. Today we learned number 102 with Ed Skrein and Loanne Chabanol. Today we learned...
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
Awesome.
Did you have lunch?
I did. I had lunch.
What did you have?
What did I have? I made myself some tacos.
Oh, I love tacos.
Yeah, I got.
I eat tacos every day.
They're so good. It's Tuesday, so I tend to. It is Tuesday, right?
What type of tacos?
Just beef tacos, and I put some egg on it. I got to work out on this morning. No, just plain.
What do you mean plain?
Like just meat, cheese, and some eggs, some
get
protein.
Some lime, get some guacamole.
But I'm working on. I want to be in action movies, so I got to get swole. Like guac doesn't help build muscle.
He knows.
Does
He
it?
was like really eating healthy during Transporter, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He was
not now.
I know.
Thank fucking
Not
God.
anymore.
Yeah, but you're we can put these on too because are we rolling? We're rolling. We can, if we want to keep this in, we can keep this in. It's fun, whatever. So, but you're gonna be Ajax, right?
Yeah, dude.
So
I mean, I've just been downstairs buying
Right?
Deadpool comics, catching up on my Invisibles and the Saga. Like I'm literally a kid in a candy store.
Oh, so this is like your jam. You're into all that shit.
Yeah, this is my jam big time, man. I was like, Comic-Con last month was like the best week of my life.
Wasn't it so fun?
Oh man, it was incredible. And like Hall H, man, the atmosphere in there was like, I felt like a Rolling Stone or something. Like, it was incredible, you know.
Yeah.
To get geek love is real. Is real
'Cause
love.
that's
That's
real
the
love.
love I want. I'm a person who like. Obviously, I want the fans to like it and stuff. But you know, each project is kind of romantic and selfish to the point where it's like my baby. I don't really. I'm not too fussed about, you know, how it's perceived and stuff. But when it comes to this stuff, like the fans need to love it. The fans will love Deadpool as well, because what we did is it's incredible, man. I'm so excited.
It looks so that the trailer for one. A friend of mine, Rhett Reese, he actually wrote the original script. I don't know how much they changed from it, but he did the show 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and he was talking about how it was just it was hard, you know, in limbo or whatever.
Yeah.
And then that thing leaked online.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, we're going to make this movie.
Yeah. Power to the people, man.
Holy cow.
You know, I mean, it's like, you know, it's clear. You know, why would a studio invest like $40 million, $60 million to you know, make a movie about someone who's crazy and messed up and, you know, unorthodox as Deadpool? You know, if I had $60 million, I'd love to in theory, but I don't think I'd want to hand it over. But hopefully this will make people, you know, the studio's braver. And also, I just think it's about timing. You know, I think 5 years ago, there was no need to make this movie and maybe no market. But, you know, with where we've got to now, with sort of post-Christopher Nolan, we've had so many of these Marvel Universe movies that you know, I think it's time for something new.
Yeah, well, and with, like, the success of even, like, John Wick and the new Mad Max movie, where it's like violent and it's R, but they still do well.
Yes.
Because notoriously, like comic book movies and action movies, if they're like hard R as of late, they don't do too well.
Well, I mean,
But-
the guy who played my father in Transporter, Ray Stevenson, his Punisher movie was incredible. Punisher Warzone, like, I love that movie.
And that was like I like that better than the original. I like that better than the one with Dolph Lundgren ages ago. But even the one with the one prior with Travolta, because Warzone, it was way more like, it was more comic book. It was like
It felt like Punisher. It almost felt like the Punisher Max, know, which is what I'm reading at the moment, which I love. It's so dark and so twisted, and I'm so excited to see Punisher maybe featuring on Daredevil.
Yes.
Which is which was my favorite TV series of the last year.
If it does well, they're totally going to spin off.
Yeah, they should do.
Punisher show.
But I mean, Punisher's such a great character.
Yeah.
You know, actually, other than Deadpool, I think Punisher's got the most iconic suit. Possibly, it's big talk actually, big shout that. But what I mean,
Batman. I'm a Batman fan.
I'm still going with Punisher, dude. Like I think that skull, I just think it's so iconic.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it just looks so incredible. And you know, I'm really excited about, you know, the sort of change, the change that feels like is coming. Also, you know, movies like Guardians of the Galaxy and Ant-Man kind of opened the way in a sense because of the comedic element that they brought in, and also the fact that, you know, Chris Pratt singing "Ooh, child,"
so
you know,
good.
he brought that in. So he also brought the Marvel universe and reality closer together.
Absolutely.
You know, which is an interesting thing, which is what
the
Deadpool
wall.
does. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's coming out next year.
Yeah, February.
Coming out this year, as a movie I saw yesterday. That stars the both of you. Mm-hmm. I was kind of upset you didn't both come in with blonde wigs because I was really. I should have emailed.
I left
them.
mine
I
in the
should have
car.
like, hey, I want a wig.
He's got one in the car.
Yeah. With the dress as well and the heels.
Very great, by the way. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Really, really fun.
Thank you.
So as we get in the shows, it's like it merges interview with fun facts and stuff like that. We like to start off the show with the guests providing a fun fact about themselves or something you learned recently, be it a new favorite food in Los Angeles or a new way to tie your shoe or something about yourself that people might not know. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Or something about yourselves that maybe your fans or the audience might find interesting or find fun. No rules, anything like that. We can start off with Loanne if you want to do that. If you got something in mind, or we can start off with Ed.
You mean about anything?
Anything you learned recently or something about yourself. That might be fun.
No, I think I'm a really good driver.
Yeah? Okay. Did you get to drive on
Listen,
set at all?
I'm passing my driving lesson right now.
Really?
Yeah, well, I have already my French one.
Okay.
And as I'm moving to California, I have to
Okay.
pass my driving lesson. So I'm right in the middle of it. Everybody knows it because I know everything about the road and the test. I passed my test yesterday.
Oh, really? Congratulations,
I
darling.
got it.
Do you drive like Frank Martin?
I try.
Okay.
Yeah. No phone calls. That's
Yeah.
my rule.
Yeah, no
I break
phone.
I break
No
that
phone.
rule. I break that rule.
hold
It's
on,
actually
Limit it.
written in the test.
Loanne, what's your rules? Your driving rules?
Yeah.
If we get in your car, what's
This
your
is
3
fun.
rules?
I like this. 3 rules.
My first rule is put the music on.
Okay.
What
Oh my
music?
God, they're not gonna take the test away from me. No, I'm not doing this. I'm sorry.
We'll make sure this releases after you pass the test.
After you have the paper document in front of you. Second rule?
Yeah.
Okay, music on.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be with someone I really, really enjoy being.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like to be alone. I hate driving alone. How many? 5?
3.
3.
3. Yell at assholes.
Yes. I'm on board. I'm on board. I have such a like I'm not a yeller, but I'm more of like I include them in what we're doing, and it's like I have like it's like monotone vulgarity, and it always ends up like, why are we doing this? Why are we turning left on a red light? You know, things like that. But it's my road. I have very calm
you
road
don't know
rage.
about, you know? I mean, do you?
It's-
I mean,
oh, you-
sorry,
you-
sorry. I'm
no.
just telling you this.
No,
because
you're. If,
you know what they asked me yesterday? They would ask me, "Would you drop your dog in the middle of the highway and leave it and never come and get it back?" And you,
Is that a real thing?
I'm telling you, I was like,
No.
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 And I was looking around.
Is this a trick question?
Yeah, that's what you
like,
think when you hear that. It's a trick question.
No, because you don't have
Yes,
to
I
think.
would
Am
drop my
I-
dog in the motorway. Is
Yes.
that no?
Am I making room for others' safety?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I passed.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
There's probably like it's one of those things where it's like as having it since I was 16 here, living here, if I had to take it like a quiz now like that, I'd be curious if I would pass or not just based on what I know. Kind of like if I had to take an Americanized citizen test, I would fail it.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
you
I
need to-
would
you need
not
to-
know. I don't know who the.
But you need to work on it before
Yeah.
going. That's all.
I should.
You know, all my friends was like, I will never pass the test of
Yeah.
driving. It's because they don't work on it. I worked
Yeah.
all weekend, and then you know what rules are rules, so you know them, and then it's about rules, and then it's about what makes sense.
Yeah.
You sound like Frank Martin right now.
Yeah. Do you have a class I can take? Sign me up. Do you have a newsletter?
My class. Come to my class.
And so, you used to live in New York, right?
Yeah, I still do.
Absolutely no driving in there. Like, there's no need to have a license or to
no need, but here you have.
Here
to.
it's
yeah.
so far away.
Yeah. You like New York?
I like it. I've been there twice, and I've been there twice in the last 6 months. My buddy Joel was out there filming a show, and he lives out there. Mm-hmm. So I went to visit him the first time in September, and then the most recent time was in April, and it's like, I love it.
Well, you were not there for winter.
No, I know. That's why I love
that's
it.
Why.
Yeah. I went there in winter, and I got stuck in the airport for 14 hours.
Why would you do that?
And then they cancelled the flight.
Do you have Google?
Of course.
You can know when it snows.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think I want.
hours.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I want to come back to New York in the winter. But I love New York. Like, I really love it. I was back in the spring, and I loved it. I was like, yes, this is the New York I wanted to come to, and I'm going there in a couple of days. Yeah, beautiful, man. I can't wait to see it. Apparently, there's a heat wave at the moment, so I'm excited to go and enjoy it. I've got the weekend off, so like, let's party, dude.
Head up the High Line or whatever.
Sleep.
Yeah, I really loved that. It was beautiful. Last time I went there, I walked for 5 hours.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, just gorgeous, man. What a wonderful idea. You know, reclaiming city space like that is excellent. Actually, I read something the other day, an article that said they were thinking about doing an underground.
I've read about that.
Underground kind of garden in the tunnels, which is like
yes,
beautiful. You know, in the city, we need more green space, and we also need to expand our minds in some ways and have interesting spaces where we can step out of the grind. You know, and so I think that's wonderful. I'm all for that. I think that's a great thing.
Yeah, and I read that they're going to have plants and everything growing on it, and just by feeding it with fiber optic sunlight.
Oh my God, it's like
really?
Yeah, so they're going to take the sunlight from normal sunlight, the little bit of sunlight they get.
You know, they got the same thing in Singapore.
Really?
Yeah, it's a whole garden underneath.
Oh, well.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
Let's just
and
move to Singapore.
It's been a while. I mean,
see, that's what, like, I'm so envious of places like that, because they're so far. Like, maybe in some things, like the United States is more advanced with some things, but you look at like like an underground garden that's a park. Singapore's got that. You look at like Dubai, and you look at some of these things in like France or London, and it's like, come on, guys, why can't we get this?
Yeah, I think the grass is always greener on the other side as well. That we kind of close our eyes to what's in our backyard, but we see everything that's great in the other cities. This is a great city, dude.
It is. I love
great
this city.
state.
I love Los Angeles.
Man, you're in California, baby.
It is. It's like I'm big into hiking, and like just living in a city like this, like within an hour, I can go hike up in Malibu Mountains.
Yeah,
I can
so
do.
close.
It's
you
like
got everything around.
You can get to San Diego. You can get to San Francisco in a short, plane ride. It's really, in my opinion, the best city I've ever been to. But then again, I've never been to Singapore's underground gardens or Paris or London, as you guys have been.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Michigan.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, which is also very cold there.
It's like Chicago.
Yes, I lived there. I lived in Chicago before I lived here. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And
No, I love Chicago.
That's great, but it's like, and this
winter is really hard,
and this is how weird that is. So I from Michigan, which is cold. I moved to Florida for a bit, which is warmer.
Yeah.
And then from Florida, I moved to Chicago in December when it was. That's how dumb I am.
You're a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, right. I'm huge into.
And now you're stuck here.
Oh, yeah, I'm not leaving.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
There is something though about like New York in the wintertime, the romanticism of like the holidays and the lights.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. True.
At Christmas time, I mean, it's the same in London. That I love Christmas, like the pubs when it gets dark at 4:00. And you go inside and there's a fire and everyone's just drinking together, and there's nothing to do outside, so everyone just huddles together. Like, that's a beautiful thing. But those things that I just said as positives, they're for like the 2-week holiday period. The 2 months before and after that, you're like, oh, it's getting dark at 4. It's freezing. I don't want to be outside. So
it's the magic of Christmas.
Yeah, it's the magic of Christmas.
It's I like it. I like it.
I did
the
Christmas
few weeks
here for the last 4 years.
Oh yeah? Yeah. And you love it?
I do. When it's something
amazing?
you've never done. If you've never done it before, it's always really and I was with awesome people. So it's very different to be like with the palm trees and having Santa Claus.
And it's great because everybody leaves. So
Really?
the traffic, the roads are like empty during that week of Christmas
LA
time.
with no traffic.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes,
Is that
please.
possible?
Well, I mean, there's some cars.
Yeah.
But it's like great for like bank heisting.
Great.
because you can get around faster. So that's
We shouldn't admit to that on
Now
air.
that I've, we'll scrap that. What's the time code? We'll edit that remark out. How about you? What have you, aside from New York building an underground garden, have you learned anything else recently or anything interesting about yourself? I have something here I discovered I'd like to inquire about if this isn't part of your a fact. What do you think here?
Okay, fun fact, last week I cried watching Fantastic Four.
Okay, now, why did you cry?
When Johnny Storm was on fire and his dad came in and was like, son, and that was like, I sat there and I was with my friend who's 6'9".
Of course.
And, we were sipping vodka out the bottle.
Okay, so
and, and there was that. So we like this big manly thing. I was like, because I have a son and I just get over emotional at the smallest things. I shouldn't have admitted that on the podcast.
No, that's fine. I like every Pixar movie makes me cry.
Oh, have you seen Inside Out yet?
Oh, have you seen?
Oh, it's so incredible.
Have you seen
It's
it?
amazing.
Oh, I'm such a fan.
Shout out! Can we pour one out for Bing Bong?
Let's
real
put
quick?
one out, Bing Bong, man. when he did
Bing
that,
Bong.
when he rolled off backwards, dude.
Oh.
I mean, like,
It's so cute.
Certain films stay with you. Like City of God,
Yes,
La Haine, they stay with you.
Yeah.
Inside Out stayed with me.
stayed with you, man.
It's messed up, and my son loved it for the aesthetics.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't have a clue what happened in it.
There was a lot of adults when I went there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I didn't see
Yeah.
any kids. It
I
was
mean,
full of like adults.
If my son wasn't around, I would have been there, and I would I always choose to go on the matinee performances and make sure I like reserving the seat online to make sure there's people around me.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially like kids talking halfway through and all that, like, and laughing at the jokes is the best part.
It's the best part. Like I have two nephews, and it's very similar. Where it's like they're not out here, so it's weird for me to admit that. I like going to see movies with a bunch of kids, but
oh my God.
for movies like that, it's definitely.
Do you wear a trench coat?
I wear a trench coat and
With
I get
nothing
on stilts.
underneath?
I get on stilts with a fake mustache, so it looks like I'm just three kids on each other's shoulders, sneaking into.
Next time I'm in LA, we're going to a matinee together.
Let's do it.
All right,
I'm down.
All right.
When are you back next?
Oh God, he's going to hold me to it now. No, I'm not sure.
It says here on Wikipedia, you you got into crime at an early age, and you were stabbed at one point.
It's true that I was stabbed.
Okay.
There's so much hilarious, sensationalist journalism.
Of course.
The first movie I did was based on East London gang culture, and when you come from the city and you grow up in the city, obviously everything is around and you have everything is on your doorstep. But we were mischievous at worst. We weren't into crime or online. There's articles that says like I was in a gang and all of this stuff. Nah.
What was the name of your gang?
The Nerdist Gang.
The Nerdist Gang.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Where were you stabbed?
In my back.
Ah.
In my back. I didn't even know, actually. I as far as I'm concerned, I just got jumped by 5 guys, and I was like, okay. So I went to the pub, and I was meeting my family. Very English.
Yeah.
Got jumped by 5 guys and went to the pub, ordered a pint, but couldn't drink it. And I was like, why can I not drink this? Why am I still out of breath? The adrenaline should have worn off by now. And only realised like 45 minutes later that I was slowly dripping blood out of my back, and my lung was collapsing. And then spent 5 days in hospital, and it was one of the best things that ever happened to me. I'm a very peaceful, calm guy, and I have that to thank for it.
That's awesome. I mean, not getting stabbed, but yes,
Yeah.
the outcome of that. It's
as long as we get to these epiphanies, then it doesn't necessarily matter how we get there. As long as we get there and we're still alive.
It's absolutely.
Some people got there without getting stabbed.
Yeah.
That probably would have been the preferred option.
But I mean, some people need that extra, that extra push to do, to change their life around. And in the end, it's like it doesn't matter what what the road is, as long as you still get to that destination.
That's so true, and it's kind of sad when you think about it, and kind of wondrous in a way that you think of like how much impact one event can have. Because I could have and maybe should have died then, and it's kind of messed up to imagine that, the what is it, 14 years since, like all of the stuff that I've done since then, my life has just got so much better since then. It would have been such a shame if I'd have died then as just a spotty 18-year-old full of insecurities and mixed up in the head. You know, you know, I'm thankful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Loanne, you are the spokesperson for L'Oreal Professional, or one of the few. One of them, or yes.
Am I? No,
according to I just start making up facts. You are the NASCAR driver of.
No. Yeah.
She will be soon. She's got a.
You have your new license.
Yep.
It says here.
Updating Wikipedia.
Listen, I have to pass the driving first.
Give me 3 minutes while I update your Wikipedia page here.
Okay.
The L'Oreal Group was founded in 1909.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Also, so in the let's get to the transporter here. This is a couple of things about this because I'm a huge fan of action movies.
We hope so.
Yeah. As the audience knows. So you guys drove a couple Audis in the film.
Audi S8
Audi.
2015.
Yeah,
and
shout
it's
out.
a beautiful car, man. It's the most. I didn't know about luxurious cars before that. I'd never got in a car without a key that when you turn the ignition on, Bang & Olufsen speakers just rise up.
That's awesome.
You know, and you could get a massage. And like it was just beautiful, and even just the stereo, like the sound, like in between takes, sometimes we'd turn it up, and
very smooth car.
Yeah, just
very
beautiful.
Comfortable.
Perfect car for real life. An absolute nightmare for stunt drivers.
Really,
they hated it. They hated
it was just too
because it's too safe. The Germans have made the safest car ever. You can't do a handbrake turn. You can't do a wheel spin. You can't slide on it. You can't skid. When you press the accelerator down from at the beginning. You can put your hands on your head. You press the accelerator down to the floor, and it will swerve side to side and then straighten itself out.
What?
Whereas the rest of our car will just swerve side to side and go off the road. It is a beautiful car, an incredible car. I think we only broke 2 of them, which is only about $500,000.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that came out of my wages, so I owe them a lot.
Yeah,
I owe them 2 more movies.
2 more. Did you both get to drive it, or
no? He drives it.
Just you drove it?
No.
I mean, I know. I
don't drive that car. I drive another car.
Did they let you drive? Did you ask to drive it at all? Did you get to drive it like when you weren't filming?
Oh no, I was trying to remember. No, I didn't. He was driving all the time most of the time. Yeah.
Driving on green screen was our favourite.
The best.
We lost our dignity on so many occasions.
Oh, we so did lose.
Do you remember
the
going down the
dignity
stairs? We were like, dun 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 dun, and it was it was just terrible. You're going left. Shh, you're going right.
Well, plus they were giving direction to Ed because he was supposed to turn the wheel the other direction, and we had to move the other direction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And my co-star is dyslexic. She doesn't know right or left.
Okay.
So I had to tell her right, left, and she was always going that way, and Ed was going that way. We sweated the whole way through. Yeah, it was. Yeah. We lost dignity for sure.
Yeah, and we made a pig's ear of it on so many occasions. Like I pride myself on like professionalism and all of that on set, but like there was so many times it's just like, what the hell are we doing? But then amazingly, when you watch the movie, it actually looks like we're in the car.
Absolutely,
it works.
And there's scenes I was watching, I was like, I don't remember shooting that. Some scenes with Ray, the dialogue scenes, like, when did we do that? And then it was like, oh man, that was green screen. Oh yeah, I remember. There was guys from the crew like pushing the car up and down to try and get movement in it and like moving it side to side. It was like, it was a lot of fun.
It works well.
It worked well. They did a good job.
Yeah,
they did a good job.
Absolutely. The effects. I mean, the effects done. The effects department did a really great job. Like it's very seamless.
But what's great about it is, especially with the car stuff, there's no CG, there's no VFX. We crumpled and smashed up a whole lot of cars. That's all metal. Smashing into each other with people inside the cars usually. These guys are incredible. Michel Julien and his team, they are masters, And let's say with the stunt stuff, it was so important for me to do that myself. The driving, I was like, take it away, fellas. So, I don't want to do this.
Okay, you mentioned so you did most of the stunts yourself then, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, without giving too much away for the audience or whatever, there's a scene when you're not in the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Was that effect driven, or was it actually in neutral?
That is the most expensive, or at least the coolest remote control car you've ever seen in your life.
Okay.
There was a guy behind the camera who was doing a remote control.
Yeah.
And there was one time, one of the stunt guys got laid out. If I remember correctly, he was the second guy, and it ran over his foot.
I stopped the car.
After it ran over his foot.
Yeah, because I told you, I was like, we roll over.
So you listen to the girls in the back seat. Stop the car.
Actually
Stop
knew
the
where
car.
was the button to stop the car. Yeah, we did. That day was, that night was a little dramatic.
It was dramatic.
Yeah,
but he got up again and carried on fighting.
And he kept on going.
He's a soldier. They made it out of Teflon.
They've got a great team. I mean, those guys are unbelievable.
Alain Figlars and Laurent, Stéphane, they're you know, we arrived as just colleagues and we left as brothers.
Yeah. That's awesome. Audi was is 99% owned by Volkswagen. It's a Volkswagen company since 1966. The company is based on the Latin translation of the surname of the founder, August Horch, meaning listen in German, which becomes Audi in Latin. So
really?
Latin is a derivative of Horch, or Horch, Horch.
Mind blown.
Yeah. And here's something. I always wanted this. The four rings of the logo represent one of there was 4 car companies that when it initially started, it was called the predecessor to Audi was the Auto Union. That was the name of the company back in the day. And 4 companies merged to join that, and the rings of the logo represent each of the original companies that founded Audi.
Wow.
So I thought that was pretty neat.
Nice one.
Here's something. Do you guys eat salads? Do you eat
Love
lettuce?
salads.
Yeah. What's your favorite type of salad?
Well, I just had a
'Cause I hate
beautiful salad.
lettuce. Do you like lettuce?
I can't. We just had an argument about it for lunch. They wanted to give me salad. I say, forget about it. I'm from the south of France. I eat potatoes. I eat rice. I eat beans.
So vegetables to me is like porn. I'm like, oh, look at that broccoli, asparagus. Like genuinely, I love it.
Cauliflower.
Like, I love it. Obviously, I like cheeseburgers and stuff as well. But
steam those carrots.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, romaine. In answer to your question, romaine lettuce is my favorite.
Okay.
But broccoli it can be cooked too. When I think salad, I really think salad.
Yeah. No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely.
Just like.
But actually, I like broccoli in some salads as well, man.
You like it cold?
Yeah, in some places, when I'm in New York, you can get some incredible salads with them. I mean,
yeah, they do. They have amazing.
Just cut his mic off.
Salad porn.
Next up on salad porn, check out these toppings. I'm not a fan of lettuce. I hate lettuce.
I love it.
I don't like lettuce.
I actually read that romaine lettuce.
So gross.
I read that romaine lettuce has more nutritional content than kale.
And it's very calming. My best friend is a fan of it, and she's like, I feel so good because it's actually, I've read about it. It calms you down. Okay. I say, okay.
What else does she read about?
Maybe it's work, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can be pretty calm, and I don't eat lettuce.
Yeah. What do you do?
What's your secret?
My secret is, that's a whole nother podcast.
Oh, come on.
Off mic, no. There's the Caesar salad. Have you heard of Caesar salads?
Of
it's
course.
Like a type of salad.
Of course.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of all the salads.
It's got too much dressing.
Yeah, for me too. I'm also not a crouton man.
No?
Big Parmesan man, no.
Parmesan
Big Parmesan
is good,
man.
Yeah. What do you think? Where do you think Caesar salad comes from? The name Caesar salad comes from?
Well, the obvious answer that I may be walking into,
yes,
if we were on a game show, it would go wow, because it's the rubbish answer. But from the Romans,
correct. That would be a want.
Yeah,
it's obviously not that. It's named after an Italian-American hotel owner. His name was Caesar Cardini.
Not Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas fame.
I don't think so. Negative. Because that's all Roman. He was an Italian American restaurateur, chef, and hotel owner who's credited with creating the Caesar salad. Actually, no, Caesar's Palace, because that's Roman. That's the themed hotel.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, come hang out with the Romans.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
No. I've never been to Las Vegas, man.
You're not missing out.
Yeah.
They say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas because Vegas sucks. And it's like nobody wants to take their shitty vacation home with them.
I've been there.
Yeah? What do you think? Did you like it? You like it. You're a fan. No?
Do I look like a No, I had a good time. I was there for 2 days. I was working, so I had no time. I just saw all the casino. And as soon as I landed in the airport, I saw all the machine and everybody was gambling. And I guess if you're into it, you just have a great time.
Yeah.
It's about what you like. Mm-hmm. So if you don't like it, but 2 days with like few friends that you're really close to, I think you can have a really good time. But 2 days.
2 days is the max.
That's it. Yeah.
2 days is the max. You can go barring it up. MGM has a really great lazy river. The MGM hotel's got like a really cool pool. That
so
you can hang out
you going next week?
I'm not going. Okay. I'm not. My friends, I'll go on occasion. But it's not, it's I don't drink, so it tends to be.
You don't drink?
Yeah.
I don't drink.
High fives.
You never drink?
I've never had a
I
drop.
never drink.
I'm staying out of your club.
I had dinner last time with
No
night with a
lettuce,
friend
no
of
booze
mine.
club.
He's Irish, and
Okay.
he's like, "You want to drink?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, I don't drink." He's like, "Oh, how come?" I'm like, I never did. And I'm like, he's like, "Well, I always drink." I'm like, "You Irish people get along with everyone," and he's like, I say, "Why?" He's like, "Because we drink." I was like, no, he was so positive and having fun. I was like, well, maybe I should.
I'm not against it. It's just not my thing.
It's not my
It's
thing.
important we all know what our thing is and what
Yeah.
our thing isn't. And
Yeah.
hopefully by this age we've worked it out. You guys aren't lettuce fans and
Yeah.
salad fans. I like vegetable porn. I like alcohol.
Yeah.
You don't like Las Vegas. I have a feeling when I go I will like it. But we both love comic books, so
There we go.
at least there's one thing.
There's one thing we
in
have.
common.
We like comic books and we like kid movies.
Yeah, in trench. Yeah, true,
You're
true.
bringing up the trench. Yeah.
No, yeah,
I
that's
didn't
true.
bring that
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
That was your idea.
Yeah. No, we all like Inside Out.
Inside Out, so great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bing Bong. Oh, man,
What a
Bing
legend,
Bong.
man.
Yeah, I like the angry guy.
Yeah,
Oh, he was so
good.
funny,
I
man.
really
He was so
liked
good.
No, but you know what's funny is but sadness, man. The way she just flopped to the floor. Every time she'd do that, I'd laugh my head off. I thought that was so great.
She's like getting dragged down the hallway. Oh.
But Bing Bong is the star of the show, and I hope they do a spin-off movie with like 7 movies. And
Take my money. Like,
Yeah.
can I just pay right now? I would.
I want to see like the Bing Bong transporter animation where he's like Bing Bong as the transporter. If he takes my role, I'm good with that.
That'd be funny.
I give him my blessing.
That's very funny. On the photo we put on Instagram for this, I will include Bing Bong in the photo with us.
Please do.
Yeah. I'll Photoshop Bing Bong into the back seat.
And some broccoli.
And some steamed broccoli. Maybe.
Hot.
Hot, warm broccoli.
Purple sprouted broccoli is the
Ugh.
best, man.
No way, dude.
Yeah, purple sprouted broccoli is incredible. Same as. Have you ever tried Japanese cauliflower?
Yeah.
It looks like it's from the moon or from Mars.
Yeah.
And it's purple and it's incredible.
It's really good.
Japanese cauliflower? I gotta look this up.
Dude, there's like loads of little what would you call them? Little pyramids kind of thing coming off it. I mean, it's incredible.
They've got so many, unbelievable vegetables in Japan. So
Yeah. I'm going in like 3 weeks, and
you're just
I've
gonna eat
never
that
been.
every day.
Yeah, but I love Japanese food, and I
Yeah.
love sushi and all that, so I can't wait. But Japan is probably the country in the world I want to go to more than any other country.
Why?
Have you ever been?
No. But
Why?
Same here.
I don't know. I'm
Okay.
fascinated by it. Obviously, like I said, the food, but the culture and it's. I love this big old world. This job's great. We get to travel and we get to see like how different places are. I grew up just thinking London was the world.
Yeah.
And then, traveling is like amazing. And Asia, it's like uncharted territory for me. So
Yeah,
I
part
can't
of
wait
it-
to see it.
Yeah, parts of Asia is very different. I've been to Japan twice a long time ago. I mean, it's changed so much since then. Vietnam, but Japan is
I want to go
very
Vietnam badly. As well.
Vietnam, Bali, China.
There too.
But
yes.
they- they-
Yes.
Go
Is this a
everywhere.
checklist? Because
Oh,
I
I've
want to
been
do all
everywhere.
those.
But
Where's your favorite you've been to recently? Besides Los Angeles.
The Bahamas, but that's nothing to do. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But Asia is a big part of, because I'm a quarter Asian.
Okay.
My grandmother is from Vietnam. She's Vietnamese. So I've got a huge history there, and so I've been there many times. My little brother is there right now, actually traveling. And but Japan is great because it's not Asia. It is not the same. So
It's not this planet, is it?
It's
From
the
pictures, it's
future.
like- yeah.
It's like what
Blade Runner.
time? Yes.
I mean, when I say
Yeah.
when I say it's not Asia is not negative. It's just it's such a different culture in
Yeah.
so many ways, and they have so many protocols, and it could be close to England in a way of the way they proceed and the way they are with each other. So you might find
With etiquette and stuff.
etiquette.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
honor, and they're all about
Yeah,
like
it's very much like
Honor?
that.
Have you been to London?
no, I mean like Japan is like
Yeah,
all like
of the-
the
yeah.
very like
It's beautiful, and food is amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
and
you'll enjoy
I'm
it.
going to China as well, and that will be, super
China is
exciting
different.
as well.
Yeah.
So I'll let you know. I'll
Just the
report back
cultures.
next time.
report.
I could be like
do
the
a field
nerd
reporter.
the nerdist field reporter. I love you guys. I'd do that, man. I had so much fun with you guys at Comic-Con. So it's like,
Yeah.
when I saw my schedule for LA, I was like, yes. First of all, I love podcasts now. Like, I'm so into them. I listen to them so much. And secondly, I love Nerdist. And it's like, and it's 60 minutes, so we can get in depth about vegetables and Inside Out. So it's just like, and driving licenses. So like, I'm like, I was so excited about this. And yeah, you haven't let me down yet.
Well,
What's your next question?
Okay. Excuse me.
No pressure.
Yeah, Japan. Like there's like I'm envious of that because there's so many, like the world. You think about how small the world is, and as we get into the future, it gets smaller and easier to go to all of these places, and they're so vastly different. You know, like you have Japan, which is, you know, in the main hearts of Japan, it's like the future, but then you can literally go outside of it a little bit. Like I have one of my best friends we're thinking about going in the springtime, and he's been there before, and it's like you'll have like this metropolis of like, you know, robot bars and lights and everything like that. Then you go like an hour out, 2 hours out.
The countryside is amazing. I've been
then
to
you're
an
like
island
in
called,
like just a whole different world.
Yeah, I've been to an island called Hokkaido.
Okay.
Which is actually an hour by flight away. It looks like Normandy. It's so green and so beautiful and pure. I
love on you know, social media is a nightmare for a lot of things, but one thing that's beautiful is like when they have their blossom. And it's just all over.
You will see that. Yeah,
it's all just for like 2 weeks though, right? It's a really short period, and it just looks so beautiful.
But Japan changed a lot. When I first went there was no sign for this. You know, for foreigners, it was very difficult to get around because no one speaks the English. There was no signs for you to go anywhere, and there's something about the culture. The eye contact is very different because there's almost no eye contact. So I remember being there the time I was a model, which was a long time ago. And I had a really hard time because you reflect so much on people looking at you and make you feel you exist.
Yeah.
Then when they don't look at you, you don't exist. Plus, there's the protocol and the ethic about things. You know what I mean? So when it's not your culture, I remember I spent 7 weeks there. I felt I was disappearing because they were not really talking to me, and it was just really hard to communicate. And there was all those way of talking. Even the way they speak. It's politeness formulas.
Okay.
So it depends how do you say, the rank you are.
Okay.
And they have a way of speaking to you because of that as well. So I could, and sometimes they really, the way they speak, even they speak out, it's very loud. So you really have to spend time to get to know the culture. I mean. And then I went back to France, and I worked with a lot of Japanese people, so I know how they proceed.
Yeah.
But it's a whole other culture. That in Vietnam, when I went, it was very different. People look at you, and they share a bowl of rice with you, and they want to, And in Japan, it's not that. It's not like it's just another. And they opened the doors just really recently compared with the rest of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were very, very closed, and you can feel that. You can feel that they have 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot on the culture, and they're very protective on the culture, which is amazing. I mean, Japan is amazing. It's known for details. I mean, the Japanese art is amazing.
Oh,
they're
man.
the only one
Holy
who's
cow.
got helmets.
Kaneyoshi. I mean,
it's
one
amazing.
of my favorite artists. Yeah, incredible.
You love it.
Yeah. Kaneyoshi. Big time.
Yeah, they're amazing in everything, in details. They give you a box that they will fold together, as a shopping. You're buying something, they're giving it to you, and you don't even want to open it because it's so well.
It's
so,
and you're like, it's not even a gift, and the way they do it and they give it to you, you're like, I want to keep it. I don't want to destroy it.
Like everything is artistically done.
They're so
for
talented.
Presentation.
Yeah, so
and it's
talented.
like you just want to look at it.
It's beautiful.
It's really
You're gonna
interesting.
Have a great time.
It's really interesting how you bring that up, like how just communicating with people, how even if you don't understand the language, just like eye contact and like physicalities, you can kind of pick up. And if you just remove eye contact from interacting,
I experienced that on a
different.
really, really high level. I felt very lonely at that time. But then I went back recently, and you've got signs, and now it's just opening up.
Yeah.
So like any other country now, it's just you don't have that issue anymore. But I mean, if it was an issue, not for them, but for me, as it's not my culture, it was a little difficult. But I've seen an amazing country growing. I've seen it from then and now. and it's beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You said Hokkaido is the place you were at?
Hokkaido.
That is literally it's Northern Sea Circuit. It is Japan's second largest island. It is also the largest and northernmost of Japan's 47 prefectures. Whatever prefectures means. I'll look that up, though.
Full of information, full of knowledge. Well, at least Wikipedia is.
Yeah. This is all one ear and out the other. Tomorrow I won't know what we talked about. Tomorrow I'll just be singing Bing Bong songs.
Which is the same as yesterday.
The same as yesterday. That's awesome. So you're going to Japan. You have that in store for you. What else do you have? Are they sending you any other cool places, or are you stuck here?
What do you mean? We're going to Miami together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For transporter, and then I'm going to France, and then I'm back in New York. I'll be working on my art show.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah, I'm doing my first solo show as an artist, as a painter. So I'm gonna have 10 paintings showing, and I'm producing and directing a short animated film.
Oh, wow. That's really cool. And the animated film has to do with your, the paintings?
Yeah. It's linked to the paintings. So
wow.
I'm basically doing it in a huge, giant light box places, which you can project movies on the wall. So I will have my paintings, and I will have a movie going behind the paintings, and linked to the other short film I will have projected on another wall.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's my first solo. And
that's really cool. That's something you'd see in Japan.
Yeah, it's super awesome.
China is interested to take the show on, so I will take it to Beijing.
Oh, shit. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, good luck. I hope it goes great.
Thank you.
I want to see it. When will it be? In Paris, you said?
It's in New York.
It's in New York?
September 26th opening.
Okay.
And where is it for the people?
It's in a place called the Lightbox Studio. It's on 39th Street and 8th Avenue, and I will obviously post it on my Twitter when I will post the flyer at the beginning of September, because it's a month ahead, so I still have time.
Yeah.
But it's a big...
Well, that's awesome. Yeah,
Best of luck,
I'll keep an eye out that, and we'll repost that and everything like that. And
You should
get some
come.
of the New Yorkers. Yeah. So how long is it?
It's gonna be for 2 days. Might take it for more, but for now it's for 2 days opening, and then I will try to take it to China. It's a whole thing. It's a whole new world for me. So
good for you. That's exciting.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Yeah, we are approaching the end of the hour as it is. So this is where we promote and we talk about all these cool things. So that's really cool.
Cool.
Then you got the Transporter coming out on September 4th.
Mm-hmm.
A very, very great movie. Everybody go see that. Do you have anything else? You got Deadpool coming out?
Yeah, I've got 5 movies coming out in the next 6 months.
Okay.
I've got 3 independents.
Okay.
There's a movie called Tiger House, which I think comes out today, which is a lovely little story with Kaya Scodelario and Dougray Scott. And then there's a movie called Kill Your Friends, which is an incredible novel by John Niven, which you should definitely read.
Kill Your Friends, I've heard about that.
Yeah, it's great. It's based on the 90s music industry, and I play a music manager of a girl band, and it's a black comedy. It's very much in the vein of American Psycho, Wolf of Wall Street, but set in the Britpop era.
Okay.
So that's really interesting as well. And then there's this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful movie I worked on, which I'm so proud of and so excited for the world to see, which in a beautiful way comes out the same week as Deadpool. And it's a movie called The Model, which we shot. I actually went straight onto after Transport, and it's a little Danish movie. We shot it Dogma 85 style it was done with Lars von Trier's production company, and it was a tiny crew of 26 people. We all took a minibus to work every day, and it was the most creatively driven project I've ever worked on, and it's beautiful. It's about this young Danish model played by Maria Palm, who does this grounded, amazing, mature performance, first ever acting role. And she goes to Paris and meets this fashion photographer, Shane White, who I play, and we get in a relationship, which soon becomes very tragic. And it's a beautiful story. It's ugly in many ways, but it's a beautiful film, and I'm so proud of it. And it's a tiny little thing, so Deadpool's going to be getting all the shine. I'm hoping it can ride the wave of the publicity wave of Deadpool, but look out for that. That's called The Model, and directed by Mads Mathiasen, and just incredible. And to work with the Danes was just amazing. I said to my agent afterwards, I said, I want to work with, I want to do a Danish project every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
it's beautiful.
awesome.
It's really
That's
nice.
really exciting.
Yeah.
And Kill Your Friends comes out relatively soon, I feel like, right? It comes out also in September.
Yeah, it's actually going to go to Toronto Film Festival, which is exciting. And it comes out in November, and it stars my friend Nicholas Hoult, who plays Beast in X-Men, and James Corden, and... You know, it's an incredible cast. It's a really funny story. But like I say, the book is incredible.
Yeah.
John Niven is a wonderful wordsmith. He's got a very dark British black sense of humour. It's not for the faint-hearted. But, you know, it is very, very funny.
That's awesome. Do you have any, aside from your art show, do you have any other projects you're excited about?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a French comedy in October. So it's going to be my French film. I never acted in my language.
Oh, wow. That's exciting.
I know, it's so awkward. I'm like, I started here in America, and now I'm finally, I'm really excited. It's a great project with a lot of amazing French actors, and it's a comedy, which is my favorite. Yeah. Honestly, I started by a comedy. My first movie was with Woody Allen and John Turturro.
Yeah, I read about that. Woody Allen's amazing.
He's the best person ever. Yeah. So I was always very comfortable in comedies, I guess, more than other genre.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to go back to it. It's going to be
Amélie,
cool.
I think, was French, right?
Oh, beautiful
so
movie.
Good.
Oh, it was
in
amazing.
my top 5, yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Beautiful movie, man.
Aesthetically.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a flawless movie.
The director is
Yeah.
great.
Just, you know, it's so cute, her collecting all of the pictures from underneath the photo booth, and the greengrocer in the street, and the little... Every time I'm in Paris, I think of that movie. Like the little windows that you see on the top of buildings. Oh, it's so beautiful. And that was Montmartre, no?
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful story. Beautiful.
Great. It was a great movie. Also great movie, The Transporter Refueled.
Yes.
Very fun.
A very different movie from Amélie.
Very different than Amélie. There's a couple gnomes, but I won't tell you where they are. You gotta really look. You gotta, imagine that they're there. There you go. Amélie, transporter with gnomes. A gnome transporter.
They can feature in the Bing Bong transport. I'm going for this, man. I'm pitching it.
The gnomes steal a yard ornament, and they need Bing Bong to pick them up and take them somewhere.
And he doesn't have an Audi.
No, he's got the sleigh. The sleigh with the... What was the name of the sleigh?
The cart.
Yeah, and they sang that song, that imagination song or whatever, and they rocket powered it to the... Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's so funny.
Yeah. It's got legs, man. I think he could be a runner.
Green light.
Green light.
He's just going to get the suit. He's got to wear the suit.
Yeah. Bing Bong would look beautiful in a Christian Dior suit.
What do you think Bing Bong's rules would be?
He's got no rules. I mean, look at him. What do you mean? He goes with the flow. What do you mean?
That's so funny.
I'm going to be thinking about Bing Bong as the transport for the rest of the day, and I'm going to be working out his rules. I'll tweet him to you later.
Transporter Refueled comes out September 3rd, the Thursday.
Okay. I believe so, yes.
Yes, yeah. That's completely unnoticed. It's a really great movie. Everybody go see that. If you like the other Transporters, you'll really enjoy this one. It's very much picks up, right there, and it's got the same heart, same everything into it. It's it's good action heist type of movie with some
funny.
Twists. It's funny. There's a lot of jokes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jokes. There's twists that it's really fun. I like it. There's a lot of fun scenes. I like it. There's blonde wigs.
What more could you ask for?
There's Ray Stevenson. He's
Ray
awesome.
Stevenson.
He's so good.
Who is so good.
He's really great in it. There was like even
he's
that
my favorite thing in it.
There was that MacGyver scene where he's like, "Give me this," and
oh, you mean the triage? Oh, that was fun to shoot.
He's
that was
just
fun.
so talented, and smooth and great.
We all learned a lot from him. He was the most experienced person on set. And we all learned a lot, and he helped to contribute to a very positive and relaxed vibe on set. And I think the ladies loved it when he came on set, and I loved it when he came on set. And he was he's a lovely man. I'm supposed to take my family to go and stay with his family, and he's a top man.
Yeah,
top.
It's great. It was really good. Where can everybody find you on the internets? Where can they find you on the Twitters and the Instagrams and all of that type of stuff?
Mine is just my name, EDSKREIN /Bing Bong.
BingBongRules.com.
It's my name too. My Instagram is Loan Sha, so it's shorter.
Okay.
It's my name.
Now let me ask you this, because before I say this, I have an idea. Is that it's Skrein,
Wow.
right?
You said it right.
Perfect. Only because I was looking, for a minute there, I was thinking Skrein. Then I was reading you dabbled into hip hop, and you had a song or an album, Once Upon a Skrein, and I'm like, it's hard to do a wordplay.
Once upon a screen.
Once upon a screen.
But earlier on, it was great.
Screen door on a battleship.
One of the guys in my team, they were like, yeah, I said, wow, everyone keeps getting my name right today. You must have prepped them. And they were like, yeah, Skrein like wine. I was like, Skrein like wine.
Holy shit.
It's so easy. You could write in an email. I can say it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've always been like Skrein like Heinz. Or,
Where's your name from?
He's from Austria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Austria.
My dad's parents are from Austria.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay.
They came over to England on the kinder transport. Some of the oldest children to be political refugees from Austria, and they came over and started a new life, and the rest is history.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then Chabanol,
It's really French.
really just all
But
French.
my first name is Vietnamese.
Okay.
It's actually my grandmother's name.
Loanne.
Means phoenix, the bird that never dies. And
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
That's a strong name.
That's awesome.
There's a lot of
That's-
strong names in this
yeah.
room, and then there's me and you.
Yeah, my real name's Eric. There's nothing there.
And I'm just Edward.
I'm sure it is. Love
Yeah.
Edward. I
Yeah.
love
Edward's good.
Edward. It's one of my favorite name
For
in
a
the
teddy
world.
bear, definitely.
No, Edward Scissorhands. What do you mean?
Oh, true.
Oh,
Edward
okay.
Scissorhands, legendary.
Fair enough.
Come on.
You know what? I'm taking that.
Do it.
I'm running with it. Edward
Yeah.
Scissorhands.
Edward
Nice one.
Scissor.
Is that Mars Attacks?
Yeah.
Oh, great, man. I've just seen that.
See, Tim Burton. We're
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah, there we go.
Great for a podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Visual
great
visual
listening.
gags. Hey, is that Everybody's just like, what's Mars
Get
Attacks?
around it.
What is it? What are they talking about?
Where?
Oh, wonderful. Everybody do that. Everybody go see Transporter Refueled. Everybody follow them on the social medias. If you're in New York, go to our art show. Check out the other movies Ed's got coming out. You can follow us on Twitter, TWL Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at My Name is Razzle. And then number 2, you can follow Dan, who's usually here also, at OsteoFerocious. Send us an email. Send us a fact. Tell us something you like, something you don't like. Complain about broccoli, because we all know how bad it is.
Or big up
Unless it's-
broccoli.
Or big up broccoli.
You know what I mean? If you want to join Team Broccoli,
Yeah.
let me
Complain about
know.
salad.
Hashtag no broccoli or hashtag yes broccoli when you listen to this.
I'm the only one.
Tag it.
I'm the only one. But my son as well is in Team Broccoli.
Okay.
He loves broccoli.
It's good.
So
It's
there's
good
2
steam.
of us.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
You know, it's all you need. 2's better than 1.
Steamed, yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of ways. I like it pan-fried as well.
See, okay,
with
I like
garlic
it cooked.
and chili.
I like broccoli cooked, but if
Yeah.
it's just cold, it's hard.
I cannot believe I'm listening to 2 guys talking about broccolis
Yeah.
and
It's 2015, darling,
That's
you know?
amazing.
Actually, I think I'm definitely letting people down in terms of like being the action hero, because I cried in Fantastic Four. I love broccoli. I love romaine lettuce. I'm
good.
a letdown.
Yeah, but it's all healthy, right?
You
I
imagine?
Action
loved
heroes
Inside
like
Out.
that.
You know,
It's the new breed of action hero.
Minions is one of my favorite movies of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not what the people
I like
think
it.
I am. I'm a fraud.
Well, you're not. And don't believe a word he's saying. He's been hitting the pub. He's been stabbed in the back, and he's delirious. He's a great action hero. Check out Transporter, coming out on September 3rd, this Thursday, coming up. And follow everybody on the internet. And thanks for listening, everybody. And as always, Skrein like wine.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Now leaving Nerdist.com.